Raheem here. Break us seven. Pick 'em. There's enough happens. Experience fear, unimaginable fear is about to grip. Unimaginable fear. Relentless. Neck. Peace until it get worse. Fear unimaginable. Man's heart is failing. Patient of something. Think it will do. Happens. Possibly enemies have strokes, seizures. Him with that heart attack. Watch fear. Middle of the street. Wherever they are. I mean recognition. Let's go. Middle East, wherever they are. Be a Uber. You. Fear. Fear. Failing. Fear. I say the earth is our country. Is you too. Stupid. European countries do things that this is their final. I mean, he's going to actually happening right is right. We have done to you. I mean, these things. You don't need an angel for they're doing. Can be done to. They're doing good things. Good things will happen to them. America's good country. Nothing to worry about. It's going to happen. They're telling you the truth and everything, and news me and everybody's telling. It's like a flood. As they truth man up. Think good. Make America good. Make America good and place and glad, right? You have nothing to worry about. Good history, good country. Gift to the world. Said it. Hmm. Just did my sound again. Yeah, put it right there. See what I got here. Right there. Mm-hmm. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's not too loud there. Look at this. Oh, okay. Got that on. Okay, that's good. And that's okay. Let me do a test here. Well, let me back up a little bit here, brothers and sisters. I want to emphasize this about fear. As I was saying, the fear it will be relentless. As you is done, so shall be done to you. As you is done, so shall be done to you. It's called a liar. So if America's done good, good will come to them. If America has good history, then the judgment will be good to them. If they're a good country, they have nothing to worry about. You understand what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? So if the media is telling you the truth about everything, then they have nothing to worry about because the truth will lift America up. So what are you worried about, America? You have good history, right? You're doing God's will. Good will come to them. America has good history. Okay, sounds okay, I guess now. As you have done, shall be done to you. That's God's saying. That's what you say. You believe in the Bible. So if you've done good, good will come. But it says great fear is coming. Men's hearts be failing for fear of those things coming upon the earth. Now those people tell you that means the whole planet. That means the whole planet's going to be gripped. It's going to be gripped in fear. Massive heart attacks. It's not talking about the entire planet. So you listen to fools like Farrakhan and those folks, you think that the interpretation would be the whole planet being engulfed in. It's going to be fear going to hit the planet. But it's going to be focused on America and European, primarily America. It says fear. That means, it says men's hearts be failing. That means strokes. That's heart attacks, strokes. While you're driving, could be Uber driver, could be airplane pilot. People passing out. Great fear. And that's anticipation of what's going to happen. And anticipation of what will happen when when the event that they're fearing actually arrives. It's racing towards America at supersonic speeds. Some are starting to feel, right? It's breathing on them right now. It's going to grip America by the throat and it's going to squeeze to the last breath. He's the savior. He's going to save America from fear. No, he's not. Before destruction, someone always rises up. Because when someone's under pressure, it's just the way math works, brothers and sisters. When you put something under pressure, the strongest thing emerges out. See? I talked about this before, when he was so-called president before. It produced the strongest one. They try to offset that pressure, and if it can't, the whole thing is crushed. He's not able to do it. That little thing they had yesterday, a brush up, that shows you right there. That was a major indication if you can know how to read these things. Here's a little small old country that's totally dependent. And he talked back to him like it was nothing. Ukraine. And then you got the conflict between Europe and America, and no one saw that coming. I told you that would happen. We're going to end up in war with America against Europe. Okay? The Messiah, he's going to save it. See? When you're in trouble, we look for somebody to get you out of trouble. You go, I'll do it. You can't. In fact, he's going to hasten it. Because he and Netanyahu, specifically Netanyahu, is writing false Israel and America's obituary. They're writing it in blood. Because what you see over there, if you have done, so it should be done to you. So they're doing good things. Good things are coming to America. Whatever they're doing over there is their obituary, because that's what's about to happen here. That's why it says men's hearts be failing for fear of those things coming upon the earth, because the powers of heaven will be shaken. And then they tell, oh, heaven is way down, sun, moon, stars. Well, how would men see that if that was the case? See, you'll ask yourself questions. So if heaven is behind the sun, moon, and stars, somewhere way beyond our comprehension, then how would men know that the powers of heaven is shaken? How do they know that? Because it's not true. Heaven is the Middle East. And people see, when they see what's about to happen there, because America, on momentum, I talk about these things, about the hits, run to something that's going to show they have no power. You know, if you slide on ice, see, you glide on ice on your car. You know, the engine's not on, but you ain't putting foot on the gas. You just maybe you hit the ice. It's just ice lake, right? It's icy road, and the road's like a mile of ice. And you hit it, you're going 80 miles an hour. Okay, big foot off the gas, you still go 80 miles an hour. But you ain't got no gas, you still slide on ice. And then when the ice runs out, that dirt road slows you down. Unless you put foot on gas again. You hit any little thing. Hit a rabbit or anything, it's going to slow you down tremendously because you have no power. All you have is momentum. See? But you don't, a person outside observer wouldn't know that. I said, man, that guy travels 80 miles, 90 miles an hour. And he's sure in a hurry. They don't realize you're just on momentum. It's just you on ice. Until you run to something, then all of a sudden, boom. Oh, man, he had no power. You just slide on ice. That's what America is right now. Everybody's afraid. Some people getting the hint. Look like Lewinsky, whatever his name is, Lewinsky got, because he would talk about the Trump like Trump was nothing. Talking about Trump like Trump was nothing. Did you see it? That's a big indication, right? Whether intentional or not intentional, that the natural fear of America is waning. Because this little rabbit had no fear of that wolf. Had no fear of the wolf at all. He had no fear of the wolf at all. Because some people are picking up. I mean, remember Afghanistan? Remember Vietnam? Some people are starting to pick this up. How did he pick it up? Had no fear of the wolf. Because the wolf has no fangs, no claws. He's got a howl. Ooh. Once people realize they have no fangs, no claws, that's his ass. And that's what happened when they run into that dirt road. called Iran. And he gets stopped cold. Cold. What happens? That's it. People has no clothes. Everybody has no clothes on them because they have done harm to everybody. As you have done, so should be done to you. They've done something to everybody. So if you've been doing good, you're a force of good in the world, you're an indispensable nation, and doing good to everybody, you have nothing to worry about. Because they're going to do back to you exactly what you did to them. Exactly. It says so. As you have done, so should be done to you. You feel like moving. Oh. Some people picking up. I mean, Afghanistan, Vietnam, something. Checking my sound, brothers and sisters. Phantom power. Counterfeit power. America's technically bankrupt anyway. Okay, I'm not going to cover all these things, brothers and sisters. I'm just going to talk a couple of them. I'm going to get to my main point here. But the robot army, see, I explained yesterday, I'm not going into detail here. The only way they can survive this situation is to obliterate all biological life. Except their brains that they're going to be able to intertwine, if you will, or instill in what you call a cyborg. Cyborg is not a robot. Cyborg is the human brain enclosed into a robotic body. But the human brain is, it's not a computer. It's a human brain that's governing it. And they stick electrodes in your brain to control of the mechanical body. And they're rushing to do that. It means you need a remote control that can control that cyborg. Then you have two types of cyborgs. From the devil's point of view, they'd be controllers. They had a remote control. And you will be the cyborg robot. But before they get that point, right, they're working fast to make a robot army. Robots. They have a lot of them now already. They try to make them more sophisticated. Because they're looking for, remember, they need a global war. A war of extermination. This biological reality. I mean, electronic reality. And robots will have no conscience, anything, just wipe anything. They understand that. So I'm going to leave that alone. I'll move on. I don't know if I explained it well enough yesterday. You're trying to build a robot army, like you saw one of those Star Wars movies or whatever. A robot army. They already succeed in the lower levels. They just look like turtle robots or what they look like, where they got a machine gun on top of it and everything else. In fact, these drones, that's part of the robot army. They fly. And they got remote controls that do this, kill this, kill this, kill that. They plan a total. It says, if those days weren't short, no soul was. They try to tell you, why would they have a situation with no soul? No, because that's their intention. They don't read the backstory. I mean, it says no, because they don't want any to survive. That's why it says Master Muhammad. We have to shorten that before they can do it. See, you don't ever read the backstory. It says, the door's head will be shortened, but no soul will be left alive because they plan on getting rid of, eradicate everything except themselves. And you, if they can turn you into cyborgs, they have the more control. That's what it's talking about. That's your intention. Eradicate all. That's the only way, because they're moving to a new season, spring season, and the robots are not susceptible to seasonal change. And once they implant those electrodes in you, and you can see the world any way you want to see it. It'd be totally barren, totally desert, but you see it like a paradise. Because you can see it through your electronic eyes and make a whole world like a paradise. Because everything's been controlled all the facets of your brain. Even intimate relationships, they'd be better than anything you ever experienced in actual life. Move on, brothers and sisters. This is a plan, but the plan will not. That's what they're planning, because that's the only way they can survive. They cannot survive. They're telling you, global warming, everything, they can't survive it. They can't. Their whole technology is based on destroying the earth. There's a technology we gave them. I explained because we wanted to get oil out of the ground. But that technology we gave, and it couldn't last long. And even if that wasn't the case, the oil reserves to have in the ground would not last another 100 years. And if there'd be no oil at all, then what are you going to do then? Everything would collapse because all based on oil. We didn't give them a higher technology. You say, oh, electricity. How do you think they build electricity? You need oil for that stuff. Come on, brothers. Let's look at this. What I'm showing here is, see, the outside, that's a rough depiction of what your mind is, and then it's just your brain. So I'm going to explain this and see if you can understand it. Your brain is like a muscle. Muscles stir one thing, lifts, right? That's what muscles do. Muscles lift. Move things. Muscles don't talk. Right? They don't joke, they don't talk, they don't cry. That's what they do. Your eyes see. Your eyes don't lift. Your ears hear, they don't lift. They do a specific function. And your brain calculates. That's all it does, calculates. They call that logic. Logic. The only time logic fails is if somehow the brain got corrupted, cancer or something. Otherwise, like you have a computer and it gets wet, that won't go. Otherwise, it's like, now, the degree, the logic, like the muscle, some muscles stronger than others, still lift, but some lift better than others because it's stronger. And the logic, the stronger the brain is, the better the logic. It's still logic. So for instance, it calculates on an subtraction level. That's calculation. Or calculates on calculus level. That's calculations. It's a higher level. It's still logic. Now the mind feeds information into the brain. Then the brain just calculates it. So that's how you get propaganda, because you can give it false information. You can tell the brain that cats fly. And so the brain going to calculate based on when it deals with sick cats and dogs. It's going to, that dog was chasing that cat. And you tell the brain, hey man, what you think is going to happen here? This dog is chasing this cat. Oh, the cat just has to start flying. The dogs can't get it anymore. That's what it will say. Because that's what you told it. Cats can fly. That has a way of cross-referencing. Say, wait a minute, that doesn't fit all the other facts I have. But the bottom line is that's the way it works. And so our people, we have the best calculators on the planet. But the mind we've given is giving us false information. So we calculating information better than anybody on the planet. But it's bad information. And so our people acting bad because information is bad. And so You're accusing you're wicked, you're evil, because he's a goddamn no good shit. He's saying, because he accuses our people, because he's part of the process of feeding the bad information. He's part of the process of feeding the bad. That's why people act like they're acting. You got Ben X and all these clowns out there get bad information. Because once they get good information, they come together as a exceedingly great army, just like that. Because the bad information is cut off. The brain, just like the body, it needs food. And the food needs information. And so information, it's going to take what information it gets. So suddenly, it's like you're eating, you see chitlins one day, or suddenly no chitlins anymore. It's lamb chops, man. You start eating lamb chops. Because you got to eat. And so, you guys eating chitlins, pork food, pork information. That's what it means unless that we're eating the wrong food. Think about because you eat through your mouth. It's about knowledge. And that's why I'm going to shut that knowledge down, because it's not going to make sense anymore. False Israel, because the knowledge that tells false Israel, that's not all, that's wrong. So suddenly, the bad knowledge is going to be shut down, and good knowledge come in, and they're going to immediately change. Because the calculations, you take 24 billion miles per second, you'll calculate just that fast. Just that fast. And that's the danger. Because once he shuts it off, you still got these clowns running around. Oh no, Obama. Been there. Still trying to convince you to do this. See? So for a minute, you're still going to be confused because information is still trying to confuse the information that's coming when you have a clear cut information. Because people said in dark seen a great light. But then after the channel starting to diffuse at the last minute, I said, brief period of time, my people are going to be running into trouble. Confusion, fear. That brief time, and then they're going to be squashed. And then pure information come in. That's why I say, it says they get it. It says they get it from Suleiman. They say, preach to the four winds. Prophesy to the four winds. Because that's pure information. Instant, oh, suddenly, can make you born in a day. It's just information. I keep telling you, like vectors. Only information is doing it. It's an information war. See, and right now, all our people, even the ones that's studying angel, they still taking information in other than angel. Still taking it in. They still, some say, they're taking it in. It's still not clear, not perfect. You say, oh, well, you worry about this, you worry about that, on those things in this world. It means you're taking information away. So, well, ain't you doing it? Am I? Am I? Understand the mind and the brain. Some people take the mind and brain is not the same thing. Okay, balance. Let's talk about balance for a minute. Although, a couple of things I want to talk about first. Make sure I got all my ducks in a row here. Oh yeah, that one. And all those clowns, and then voila, they start off their little lion session. Oh, do you understand what happened to them on that? Because they spent 2 hours lying their ass off, and some of them know they're lying, some maybe too damn stupid, know they're lying. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you know you're lying or you don't know. Or it doesn't matter if you fell off a building or you jump off a building. Gravity don't give a damn. It's going to crush your ass. whether intentional or unintentional. If you lie or and intentionally or unintentionally, the same thing. And now they saying all this from Allah. And now they put on Master from Muhammad. Now let's look at the logic of that. Let's look at the situation. Okay. God's going to take us across the river. He's going to do all these great things, right? All of a sudden, God told him to sit up, and now he can't talk. But really, he can't talk. But God didn't tell him don't appear. He say don't appear, don't show up on save anything. He's saying that, just don't. They had to kind of get around that. But so let's look at it. Basic logic here. Okay. They've been telling about the originator. Heard nothing about originator anymore. For years. But now Farrakhan, he's the one. Hey, he's the one. You got to focus on him. He's going to, right? But now, if Farrakhan's incapacitated and he's on his deathbed, death watch, or whatever you want to call it, he ain't going to die right away. But he's close. I'm hoping he get revived. Because he's going to he's not going to get away for what he's done. But anyway. So, from their point of view now, their perspective, okay, we ain't got him no more. We got to keep this thing going. We ain't got nothing else to go with. I mean, they're living off the Nation of Islam. They've written it off. But just say that's their means of livelihood. They need it. Keep this thing going. But Farrakhan is dead. I just dead. Because, Farrakhan was using Elijah's name to validate his bullshit. And they use Farrakhan like, oh, so he's a good speaker and everything. He's known well known to validate their bullshit to keep people attracted. He's the attraction. Farrakhan's the attraction, and Farrakhan and Elijah's name is a part he used to validate himself. Right? So twofer. Let's walk this thing through. Now he's saying Elijah's alive. That's the thing they got to tell you. Elijah's alive. He's getting away from Elijah. That validates him. Because Elijah's alive. He's getting away from Elijah. Elijah's getting from Master from Muhammad. That's the way they're thinking now. That's how they move from the originator to Master from Muhammad. When Farrakhan, they start fearing he's got to be around too much longer. So that's what he's saying. So now if Farrakhan's not around anymore, then even if Elijah's alive, who to get information from? Because Elijah eternally in the Nation of Islam. See, how are we going to deal with this? How are we going to deal with this? We keep this thing going. God's not here anymore. So we got to say he's still alive. He's getting information from him. I got my iPhone. Hey, Farrakhan, what's next? That's the game. But for that to be, that means Master Muhammad, Elijah has to be alive. But the bottom line, the Master Muhammad has to be alive. In order for Elijah to be alive, and for Farrakhan to be up there with him, he has to have this plane. Now we're talking about the plane again, right? You see, so Master Muhammad becomes a central figure here. So now all Master Muhammad, all about Master Muhammad lately. So it's now Muhammad, Master Muhammad. So if he's still around, then whether Farrakhan's alive or Elijah's alive doesn't matter anymore because I'm still here. You see the point? He's the one we gotta look towards. Because even if Elijah's alive and Farrakhan's alive, it's still, they get information from Master Muhammad, so we go directly to him. That way, cut through all the BS. See? Because maybe Farrakhan may be sick up there, so I don't know. We got Master Muhammad. And so now everything is up to Master Muhammad. But they don't believe in Master Muhammad. Because they did, they were relying on him. They outright rely on him. Oh, in the name of Allah. And it's that. They're lying. And what you think the consequence is going to be for that? What do you think the consequence for that? You said, in the name of Allah, and then you go out and spend 2 hours of solid, not little bit lies, so-called white lies, solid, measurable, clear, decisive lies. And you're saying it's from the God. It's no wonder God turned his back. God said, hell with them. And Elijah even wanted to kill him. Only Suleiman stood because he understand. He says Suleiman would intercede. Intercede means you step in, you take the bullet. Well, maybe not that much, but when you stay on something, you stay on somebody's behalf. Right? Like a lawyer, you just say, hey man, oh come on, hold on, man. Give me a break, give me a chance, because he's the only one stood in between. If you see exit between them and their destruction, that's where they're coming from now. It's put all of them, this folks are matched for Muhammad. But they don't believe in it. They don't believe he exists. But as long as they got you believing it, they can keep holding on. Okay, I tell you, the judgment on those folks it's terrible because they should just say, well, he don't say in the name of Allah. I don't need to say it. If it's the truth, it's in the name of Allah. I want to say it. It's the truth. It's the truth. Like people tell you, well, I'm going to be truthful with you. Oh, you mean you haven't been truthful before? Let's be honest. Oh, you mean you haven't been honest before? I don't say stuff like that. Because somebody tell me, oh, let's be honest. What, you mean you haven't been honest before? I'm going to give the truth of the matter. Oh, you haven't been given the truth of the matter before? What these people say? Use it for God's match for Muhammad's name. He got to explain that to him. They got so much level of hell coming to them. It's astronomical. Pardon me, but I keep checking my sound here periodically. As you believe it, they keep hold on. The judgment on those folks are because. Okay, let's process this. Now, let's look at this for a minute. I'm going to go over this again. I'll add a few things to it. Let's see here. Okay, say original people, positive, devils are negative. The opposite. They're negatives. They're the snow people in the winter. In the wintertime, we're not winter people. We're all seasons, but we primarily summer, but we handle all seasons. But the winter people, they only handle the winter. 6,000 years. They're negative, they're opposite of nature. Right? Okay. So like normal, we're positive, they're negative. With an energy deprivation, we can be negative if we're not getting enough energy to maintain ourselves. Then we move into the negative side. If we take 1,000 units of energy per day, everyone, and you need 700, 1,700, that means you take the other, you need it, you have to have it. It's like you have to breathe. You can't say, well, I'm only going to breathe once a day. You have to do it. Yeah, that's energy you're taking in. Now you're taking in, but now you're creating negative energy for yourself because you're taking more than energy. Because remember, you need air, you need water, you need food, you need all these things. And all that's energy. You're taking that in. Somebody said, well, maybe I should stop breathing as much. Maybe you should. Maybe you should stop breathing altogether. Get down to that point and you're going to suffocate. I didn't take it that level. I just say enough energy. But if you get to, I'm not going to get to detail here, but you get into I'll keep to my quality situation, yeah. Maybe you don't have enough energy to even breathe. Then what happens then? We used to breathe anyway. Every breath brings negativity to you. Active breathing is cause no destruction. But you're still alive, you're just suffering like hell. Maybe you need to understand from that level. So energy deprivation. So you need 1,000 units, but you're only getting 700 per day. Then here comes that devils come in. To balance that, you have to have 300 worth of devils in your life. It means the balance, sense of balance. Now, you may be knowing they're devils, or maybe not knowing they're devils. They're doing harm intentionally or unintentionally, doesn't matter. Maybe you see that they're actually causing you harm, or you don't realize you get harmed. You don't realize they're the source of that harm. The problem is you're still getting it. It's like, here you are, and you marry this devil, because now that balances. She's 300, negative 300 devil, right? And she loves dogs. And so now you got those dogs in the house, and the dogs are causing you all kinds of sickness, cancer. You don't notice the dog's doing it. You don't realize. It may do intention, but it's still the same thing. Because her negativity, her culture is negative to you. This whole American culture is negative to us. It's negative, not negative to you. It's negative. That's why we got to get out of here. Just being here is negativity to us. But it's causing a reverse effect that is bad for us that I'm going to explain to you in a minute. Because you get the illusion of good. They give you the illusion of good. They say, oh, the black folks in America are better than any black people on the planet. The illusion of good. I'm going to explain that a little more in a minute. So that's the balance. And so you got 300 personification, and 300, maybe 300 devils. But friends or whatever, but they're causing you all kinds of, hey man, that's where I get high. Oh yeah, it's your buddy, right? Yeah, man. You see what I'm saying? Because they have a negative influence on you. And you feel good, but you don't realize being feeling good is hurting you. Oh man, this crack is good. They have a negative influence on you. It's effective. Intentionally, unintentionally. It's like a dog bringing you a bone. You can't do anything to that bone, but that dog thinks you're doing something good to you. He's giving you his best bone, man. Oh, he's bragging to you. He loves you. He's giving you his best bone. With that damn bone. See, from that perspective, they're doing something positive. That dog's perspective, he's doing something positive, but it's negative to you. So devils, they think they're doing something positive to you because they're negative. But negative for them is positive. Now bring this stuff home to you, brothers and sisters. So if these devils, they think they're doing something good to you, anything they're doing to you is bad. Whatever they do is bad, was intentional, unintentional. That's why they say we have to get away from them. They cannot do anything good for you. Nothing. There's nothing cancer can do good for you. You say, oh, okay. No, it's nothing that cancer can do good for you. But you don't understand that. And so a lot of people are taken down because of that. Or they look so holy, they look so nice. Any interface to them is negative because they're negative by nature. You understand that they cannot be positive. It's impossible. There's no shit on the planet you eat that's good for you. The shit. I don't care where it comes from. From a dove, from a horse, from a cow, from you, whatever. It's negative. Okay, see here? Now, in this case right here, you got 17. In other words, you got 1,000. That's how much you can. Okay. And then you take 700 more. Now you create 700 devils, or 1 7 devils, 100 devils, or 1 700 devil. Because you went after other stuff, other than what you needed. You need 1,000 to take care of yourself. You got it. So now you're going after the American dream. And so you create this negativity here. That's why it says those who know this world's life, there's no portion. Because what you're doing is you're anchoring yourself to this world's life. So now I got a car. Oh yeah. You got this negative. You're married to this negative devil here now. We got devil friends. But if you just lived out of what we're giving you, you wouldn't have that problem. But you wouldn't have anything, but you wouldn't have devils. You got this, but you got devils come with it. Keep this balance. Let's move on. And this gets back to relationships. I want to explain this a little better because I know people are going to have a problem with it. Say you're 700. Okay. And you run into a 300. Okay. Then you're compatible because you meet the 1,000 threshold. You have 1,000 using energy, you use 700, you got 3 extra. So you use that to have a mate. So you find a mate 300. Bang. Different. But you're compatible based on that math. And if the math changes, that changes. If you find that combination, it works. You're different. But it works. As long as that's 1,000. If that changes to 2,000, then you got a whole different combination there. Move on. Now say you got that, and all of a sudden, Mr. Farrakhan shows up. Now he's a demon. He's a big demon. So he's a demon worth 2,700. He's a demon. He can do nothing positive for you. Nothing Farrakhan can do positive. He's a demon. He shows up. Now you got this. So you're in negative by 2,700 points. But you're supposed to have 1,000, but now you got negative 2,700. You supposed that's not balance. It's not balance. So now you got, remember, because you're negative now. But okay, so look at this. So here we go. And bam, okay, now to balance this out, you gotta get a positive 2,700. Neutralize that. So all of a sudden, all these good things happen to you. Because you, with this guy, you accept this guy, and all these good things happen to you. I said deceptive. Because all these good things happen to you. Oh man, I got me a car, I got me a house. I love Farrakhan, man. Since I've been with him, man, everything's working fine. But he's having a negative impact on you. What you had to do to be with him. You had to do Esau did. Esau did. Sell your soul. Sell your inheritance. Because that's what you did. You ain't going nowhere. God's a liar. You know, promised land. Stay in America. There ain't devils no more. Okay? You sold your inheritance. Reparations, 6 states. Now things are going great here. But you have no future. Great. Oh man, things going great in the winter now. I mean, I was cold, but now, man, look, I got me a big old furnace and a big old house with a fireplace, man. I got me a limousine that's heated. I'm mellow now, man. You don't know the wind is going, and you're going with it. You understand? See, you understand how math works. So that's why people say, "I miss that, but Farrakhan, all these things work for me." But you don't understand. But this is what Farrakhan is giving you. He's telling you that the vision that you had is gone. The vision Elijah Muhammad told you about, and especially that made him the minister of the covenant. Oh, it's that guy. You won't be seeking him anymore. Why are you seeking him? Because he's telling you the opposite. See? And that's why some people are with him. They don't know that he's leading them in the wrong direction. All they know is, hey man, he must be the man. Because look, all these good things happen to me since I've been with Farrakhan. And if you're a mathematician, that would tell you right away, hey, something's wrong here. Why is things so great now? We're still in America. I thought that's what we're going to. Well, it didn't say you have to go to transition, you have to suffer and be afflicted. And it says, do you think you will not be tried? And everything's working fine for me over here with these devils. Well, they ain't devils anymore. But see, if you was able to think mathematically, you say, that'll tell you something may be wrong with this. What may be wrong with this? And if you dare to check what he's saying against what Elijah Muhammad's saying, wait a minute, Elijah Muhammad's teaching, he's teaching us the opposite. He's teaching the opposite. So now all these great things happening for you. Oh man, got me a great job, man. Got me a nice car, man. Got me a devil wife, man. Oh, she ain't devil no more, she. Then boom. And then Mr. Cutman drops in, so he's a positive 2,700. Man, Antichrist, he's the opposite. I ain't saying that because the Antichrist, I'm just saying. He drops in, he neutralizes that. And then all that 700 goes away. They ain't got nothing. Farrakhan going at it. And nothing. I'm trying to decide between him and Farrakhan. I got nothing now. Because he's neutralizing everything Farrakhan's saying. The Lord will consume the spirit of his mouth and destroy the brands of his coming. Don't stop listening to this message of the covenant guy. But now I lost everything. That don't make any sense. Huh? I'm not successful. But the scripture says success is when you're in tune with the season. So if you're successful in the winter, you won't be successful in that sense in the spring. And that gets to the depths of taking advantage of this winter to be successful. That's another story. I'm not getting that kind of detail because I say, well, use it. We use all the mathematics to our favor. See what I'm saying? I'm just showing you the math, brothers and sisters. So, because it doesn't, you won't see it on the surface. Say, well, they would tell you, man, I'm just not doing it. Messing around with that broad car, ain't nothing working for me. That can't be right. No, that's wrong. That's not what scripture say. Because you thinking that seal Bible thinking. Okay, now there's another point. I have to explain things because I'm talking to children. So a thing came up, and I saw some people upset. I says, okay, right now, compatible, two people together, maybe you 700, maybe 300. When you get hereafter, right, hereafter, you probably have a different mate. So now I got to explain the quality side of this. because each one of us is a cell. So right now, you may be a foot cell, maybe 300. Foot cell may not need as much energy as a heart cell. See what I'm saying? Like the devils, they don't need as much energy as we do. Some cells require more energy. Heart pumping all the time. There's probably more energy than any organ in the body. The lungs probably right behind it. Requires more energy. The brain needs more energy than all of it. Needs a lot of energy. But cells don't need that much energy. So now you with a foot cell, y'all totally, it works. Because in this situation, 7-3. But now when you get to the hereafter, right? And this is up to like 1400, and you can have a 700 here, another heart cell. Are you gonna stick with the foot cell? I ain't seen nothing wrong with the foot cell. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna stay with the heart cell. Then you'll be a Frankenstein. Because see, that's the problem a lot of people have. That's another thing. I gotta explain these things, brothers and sisters. I explain. I says, your Hodge, we have to put everything in right proportion. That's part of the Hodge, putting body back, because the body's all mixed up right now. You got legs connected to the ears and everything else. Our body's all messed. It's all messed up. And that's part of going to tribulation. To put, let's say the resurrection, to put the head connect to the neck connect to, put our body in right proportion. So that organization will not exist. Because you'll be a Frankenstein. You won't exist. Because all the brain cells be put together, all the lung cells be together, then the body will function properly. It's not functioning properly now because we're like a Frankenstein. Everything all, but that's the situation we have to work with, because in doing heart costs, what we had? You had a female, she had a heart cell, right? So she needed 1,700, she only got 1,000. So her companion, her mate, was a devil who was raping her. That was the balance. We don't want that balance anymore. See? But now we have this Frankenstein balance right now we're going through, because and we still suffer from energy deprivation to a certain degree. Well, not to a certain degree, we still will be under energy deprivation for another 6,000 years. It's just we have more control of it. That's why Master Muhammad was made God, right? To look the rule over, because we couldn't let Adam do another 6,000 years. So it's just, we couldn't be Frankenstein mode, and we'd be stuck in it. Now you understand me better? It still be your choice. But if you want to walk around and your heart say you want to walk around a foot cell, people, then other heart cells can't use you because you like a cancer to other heart cells. Because now you got foot cells in the heart. That's just where it is. That's the mathematics of it. Now, if you want to continue like the fine, it's your choice. We're going to put this thing back together. It says, ancient days will put it back together perfectly, put this body back together perfectly. Put all the heart cells together, all the foot cells together, and everybody's be happy like that. Perfectly happy. Because all the heart cells, they love each other. Because they're all doing the same thing, on the same wavelength, same frequency. All the foot cells, the same thing. And then they're compatible because they work, the foot cells do what they're supposed to do. The heart cells love it because now they get to move around. And the foot cells love the heart because the heart is pumping the blood. They ain't pumping them foot odor. That explains it for you. Tell you, sisters, you're going to Elijah Muhammad said, you'll be a new way of thinking. This is Because you're not thinking now. You're not even close. Here's stuff from me you never heard before. Now tell me I'm wrong. Tell me it's wrong. Tell me it's not compatible with what I've been saying. We each have different cells. If that's the case, then to balance this out, it means you got mixed cells mixed together. That's part of the confusion. And then you got the demons in there. I said this a long time ago. I said one of the problem, part of the reason that black folks have one of the problems, like doing so-called civil rights movement, we had the foot cells that was running it. That was predominant in so-called black community. Why? Sit-ins. See? What do you call it when you marches? Foot cells and butt cells. Because that's what they think. Foot cells think that's their solution, march. Butt cells, their solution, sit in. That's what they're going to think. And so Frankenstein, so they was in charge at that time. The brain cells ain't in charge. Elijah Muhammad would come in and start trying to bring the brain cells in charge, but that didn't work because as soon as he left, man, that cells took over. What's Farrakhan's major man? The man march, foot cells. What do you assume I'm talking about? Mind, because that's what he thinks is mind cell, brain cell. So he's talking about brain. He's talking about marching, walking, sitting, thinking. Okay, diversity. Let's hit on that for a minute. And say, tell you, oh, it's diversity. Oh, diversity. No. I told you why they talking about diversity, because the industrial age came in, and that's our age. That's the transition age to the computer age, where transition going to get more complex, more greater technology back towards the Master from Muhammad. But that means the springs come in, so they start warming up a little bit. Oh man, we can't. No, all our power is going to go. Our power's in ice, and icicles, and storms, and snowmen, and snowballs, and icebergs. And all that stuff is melting. Let's see what we can do to keep this thing. Does anybody help them want? So they're going out there. It's like I said, they don't want spring. The spring people is going to bring the spring. They want to get rid of them. People help to keep this winter in. Let's see if we find some fall people. They're more likely to help us because they're closer to winter than the spring people. Let's get some fall people. Yeah. Get the Indians, the Chinese. People across the anything to help us. We're losing ground here. And they said, well, diversity. Well, there wasn't so much interest in diversity 100 years ago, were they? The only one of the Europeans here. Only diversity was they want us to come as slaves. Inequality, anything out there. But all of a sudden, why diversity? Well, all this diversity didn't come about until the industrial age came in. And they need people to run those because they weren't that good in the factories. Their people are not that good workers. That's what Civil War was all about. And so now, all of a sudden, when computer age come in, why they got to bring millions of people from India? Why can't their people do it? You mean it's so much? They don't have enough people to do it? No, they got millions. It's 30 millions. It's millions of white folks out there. Don't have jobs and doing all kinds of stuff. And they could be doing this, and they're not good at it because I have my own business. I can tell you they're not good at it. They found who's the best at it. I'm not going into details. They said, no, we can't do it. They was because they're controlled. They're the spring people. We can't do them because the world be theirs. We got to stop them because if we let that happen, the wind's going to be going and we're going to be going because our power's going to go with it. Remember, All the winter stuff goes with this money. All that's winter stuff. That's why it says, when time could be throwing gold and stuff in the streets because it'll be worthless. Because it's winter stuff. I don't know if you understand that. So you're trying to bring everybody. That's what diversity is. They say, oh, diversity is good. Well, they don't want those people over here. They want to bring. Why they bring them in? In the industrial age, they always sent with China. Not China's power. But the AI age now they bring it in. Even the Middle East too. You know, Steve Jobs was Syrian. Steve Jobs was Syrian. He came from Syria. How come they couldn't come up with the idea of cell phones? He did. He was from Syria. Check him out. Google it. He was Syrian. He was not Caucasian. He might look Caucasian, but he's from Syria. Well, maybe. Well, I can't say for sure it was Arab, but most likely. So let me back off on that one. Somebody called me on that, but he was Syrian. That's for sure. Most Syrians are Arabs. Okay, so look at this. The diversity, right? Here, copper, bronze, that's diversity, right? So what happens if you mix them together? You get a stronger product? What you got? What is that? Is that a stronger product? More valuable product? No. It's worthless. See? Because they tell you stuff, you accept, oh, diversity. You got these niggas, hey man, we need diversity. Do the math on it. You mix steel with anything else, and it makes it weaker. That's part of America's phantom power, because they're weaker, because the point is they got brings diversity in, but when the war, the shit hits the fan, when the pressure builds up, if you sell the steel, you might have a stand, maybe it will stand the pressure, but you got this. So you got this piece of metal. And say 10 can handle 10 pounds per square inch. Say copper can handle 20 pounds per square inch. The bronze can 50 pounds per square inch, and still 100 pounds per square inch, right? So you got it together. You put pressure on it. It's going to start deforming, because once it gets 10 pounds, the copper started crumbling. So now all of a sudden the metal bar starts deforming, because some parts of it can't handle that pressure. Then keep putting pressure, keeps deforming. See what I'm saying? Because if it was solid steel, it would stay solid steel. I took out over 100 pounds per square inch. You will start seeing some deformation. But if you got that, 10, 11 pounds, also it started deforming. And that's what happened. Because once that war breaks out, you have total chaos in America. Because India's going to pull together. The Chinese can pull together. Everybody's pull together. And Indians, you think, remember, India and China's coming here. So they know that India and China, India's is going against America. You think they're going to side with America? They're going to pay with India coming. They're going to throw all the destruction they can. So is the Chinese. That's why they locked up the Japanese during World War II. In concentration camp, they said, we're going with Japan. These Japanese might turn on us. You don't understand the confusion that's about to hit America, the fear. Because everybody's going to be against everybody. Diversity. They can't depend on them. They can't trust each other. Oh man, is the Indian man, is he going to help fight us? Or is he going to side with India? Can we take a chance? And they start attacking them, they're going to fight back. He's got millions over here. How about the Chinese? Stop this all. Help the China. But America's going to be in a panic. The devil's going to be in a panic because of even that. They can't trust them. They're going to attack them. And they're going to fight back. Total confusion, total fear. Diversity. See, you don't question these stuff. You don't ask questions. Sound good, diversity. America's the most diversified country on the planet not because they love it, because they lose control and they're trying to find all the help they can to keep this thing under control, especially the computer age, because they're losing control of it. Diversity since computer age has been off the page because they try to get people here to control it under us. No mind. I explained to you. The mind feeds information to the brain. And right now, the information you're getting is shit. Propaganda, confusion. Your brain just calculates it. That's just facts. That's why that's actual facts. When it calculates, just take the calculator. And so it comes up with, you got saying, garbage in, garbage out. So you get bad information, you're going to make bad decisions. I mean, how hard is that to understand? So how people making bad decisions, acting strange because the information they're getting. Look at the information they're getting. Look at the people they put, Snoop Dogg. We got to be like Snoop Dogg. We got to be like Kanye. We got to be dope dudes and pimps and hoes and bitches. That's popular. That's cool. Great out here. Where to get that one from? Why our pants hanging off our ass? Where get that from? Set the demons up. They ease information in because they look like you, so you accept it. That's the power of the demons. Because if the devil comes to you, you might say, hey, man, you might question, you might. Most likely you won't, but you don't take a chance. If a demon come in, you go, oh, man, he's my brother, he's my dog. Then you take the information in, it's poison, it's killing you. I ran this brother at the gym the other day, and he get out of his car. I was getting my car going to the gym, right? I go twice a day now. I'm turning up the volume, right? So he said, hey, bro. I ain't never seen him before in my life. I look around. He's like, oh, yeah, bro. He said, how you been? I ain't seen you in a long time. So, really? I said, you know me? Yeah, man. Ain't you didn't you used to work for special undercover for the FBI? I said, no, that wasn't me. If I was, I'd probably still say the same thing, wouldn't I? That wasn't me, bro. You sure, man? What's your name? So I told my name. Now, he was in the 60s. He's taller than me, right? I'm not sure, but he's taller than me. And he was in no too good shape. He wasn't too shape at all. I said, man, yeah, man, but I thought you sure? I thought you was him. He says, you been around here long? I said, no, I've been coming to gym for a while just because I go to different gyms, one near where I live and one's a little further away, right? And he said, well, how old are you, man? I said, I'm 76. Wow, you're 76, man. He said, you got almost a couple of decades on me, man. He's about to fall apart. He was barely walk. He's really in bad shape. He's 76, man. Wow. You sure, man? You sure doing good? You sure looking good? Now, the problem is that people are suffering because they're in bad shape like that because these fools out here like Farrakhan and all this stuff, they blocking information that brother would have been just good shape as I am, maybe even better. Eating 1 meal a day and doing information that he got from Master Prophet Muhammad through Elijah. Nothing special, genetics, genetic about me. I tell him. But yeah, man, he kept on going on like that. Man, I gotta get to the gym, man. Nothing wrong with our people. There's something wrong with their mind. That's the whole story. We're going to talk about that in deep detail in a minute because I got a whole presentation about Mark the mind. Once that changes and you're not ruined, you're going to be transformed. But then you Levites, you got another situation because your leaders, it's going to be left up to y'all. We're not going to interfere in that. We're going to get you started. Then we moving out. You Levites have to put yourself together yourself. You're not going to dictators and all that stuff in the hereafter, everybody. Right? But you have to be whatever part of the body you are. You have to pull that together. So if you brain cells, whatever part of the body you are, you got to come together. We're not going to have foot cells and they're trying to tell leg cells what to do. You got to come together, be who you are. That's part of our body. Because remember, you grabbed the part of our body, but we're going to set you completely. But you got to prove that you fit in. You're not a cancer. It might be too deep for you. But you let Farrakhan turn you into a damn cancer. That's why they lied he was going to kill you. And God turned away from you because Farrakhan turned you into a damn cancer. And we don't allow a cancer. That's why it says he had to come and clean you up. Why he had to clean you up? If you listen to Elijah Muhammad, what wasn't there deep to clean you up? He had to clean you up like gold. That's your choice. Nobody's going to make you. Move on, brothers and sisters. The wisdom of the winter will not work in the spring. That's what it's telling you. For it's written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise. That means the people here, see, Trump is holding on to the wisdom of the winter. So he's talking that stuff that was great in the winter. It will fail totally in the spring. That winter, that won't work in the spring. That's what's telling you. I will destroy, not cripple, not beat. I will destroy the wisdom of the wise because that wisdom is wisdom of the winter and bring nothing understanding of the truth. Those that say, hey man, I see I'm doing the right thing, man. I'm just winter. I'm taking care of my business, man. I make sure I got my wig glue. Make sure I got my little furnace. I got my little this over here, and I got my little that over there. Pretty practical. It brings you nothing because it won't make sense in the spring. It won't make sense in the spring. None of that. It's gone. That's what's telling you here. But you hold on to that. Like making a bad investment. You know it's a bad investment. Keep investing until I ain't got no money. Well, shit, you threw it away. You invest in yourself. If you're a spring person, invest in yourself. It's best in the spring. And then you have to wait. You plant a tree, a seed, you're going to pop up tomorrow. It may take years, but once it go up, man, now you got fruit. It's going to do all kinds of great things for you. That transition period between winter and spring is going to cause a lot of destruction, a lot of things for our people. Like I said, because the mind they have is going to cause the mind they have. Because they're going to say, hell, what the hell, man? I'm losing everything. You're losing the winter. You move to spring, but you got to get out the first floor to get to the second. So in the middle between the first, I ain't on no floor. You're damn right, because you only wait to the second floor. But you gonna run back down to the first floor? Because you don't know what's on the second floor? The flood's coming in, gonna flood everybody on the first floor? But in the resurrection, they need to marry. They'll be given the marriage, but like angels in heaven. And what that part about like angels in heaven, what does that mean? Then neither married nor given in marriage, because that's what I'm saying. Your marriage, your compatibility will fail during the resurrection, during tribulation. It will fail. Because you got foot cells mixed with heart cells. You got leg cells mixed with brain cells. We can't have a body like that. That's a Frankenstein body. I mentioned the other day, I said, that's part of Hodge. You got to put the body back in position. But I didn't say that. But nobody said, hey, let me think this thing through. Oh, that also applies to relationships. Because maybe I'm married to maybe I'm a brain cell married to a foot cell. See, if you cross-reference and you think, somebody saying I have to go, I keep being told, you're assuming now. I'm guilty. Guilty charge. Because if you was paying attention and you had in your upload and you was cross-referencing, then I'm going to have to come explain it to that level. Because it goes without saying, if I said, right, that everything had to be put in perspective and you got different cells, you say, well, and I say, well, am I with a cell that's compatible to me? I'm a heart cell. Am I with a foot cell? Well, that's not good. It's compatible now. In energy deprivation, it works. But we're in a Frankenstein mode. Energy deprivation, everything's in the wrong place. The devil's in charge. That tells you right there, everything's in the wrong place. Everything has to be put right. Oh, death, where's that thing? Oh, that's not the issue. The upgrade. The upgrade. When time comes for you to upgrade, you decide to upgrade. Whatever relation you have, they're all gone. That got buried with your body. You come back into existence, right? And you come back with new mother, new father, everything new. New relationships, everything else. It's still part of the body. If you now hit brain cell, you're going to come back a brain cell. You're not going to come from one cell to another. I mean, that's possible. But you understand how stem cells work, but that's not likely. That'd be a total exception. I don't see that one at all. But if you was a foot cell, you're going to come back a foot cell. You're going to be happy being a foot cell. You'll be totally happy being a foot cell. Your butt cell, be totally happy being a butt cell, and we'll be happy you being a butt cell because if your butt start hurting, don't your whole body hurt? I'm gonna take a bath, but I ain't gonna wash my butt cell. I ain't gonna wash my behind. I don't care behind. Kick my behind. I don't care. I don't care if it hurt. Really? No. You respect your butt. This much you respect your fingers, your arms, everything else. And your brain respects all that because they start persecuting your arms, your legs. It suffers. Nobody's going to tell you what to do. No dictators. It's just going to tell you what needs to be done. And you decide whether you want to do it or not. Okay, we need to run, body. So the heart says, okay, I got to start putting more. My blood says, I got to start breathing harder. You know what I'm saying? The brain said, we need to start running. So I said, okay, I got the message. Let me put some more blood. And I said, hey, I need to get my oxygen. See what I'm saying? So the brain just tells you the direction we're trying to, but the body needs, the brain needs a particular direction. Because the brain is the one that get the scripture and get information. That's why you see Suma, he's the one that's giving this, break the engine down to you and give it to you, passing it on to the body. Some of these things about, I don't know about this. Legion. Okay, now my main subject here, brothers and sisters. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Mark. We're going to do a thorough analysis of the book of Mark. I haven't done that. We're not reading, well, Now, I've told you about Mark. I've done a thorough analysis of it, and I've never seen anybody ask a question about it. That tells me they haven't studied it. But they did, they would have some questions. Because what I've given you is basic. I've never given you a thorough analysis, and I told you some things I don't give a thorough analysis because you got thieves and robbers out there, and they get hold to it, and then next thing they're telling people they got from them, and then there's confusion. Oh man, he said he broke the seal, but he broke seals too. And he's saying the same thing, so all of a sudden, you don't need that. Anyway, here's Mark, right? It said they came to the other side of the sea into the region God has seen where we're at. And when he got out of the boat, immediately a man from the tombs with an unclean spirit met him. Nobody paid attention to that one. I'm going to show you, explain in a minute. He said he met him as soon as he got out of the boat. Immediately he met him. Demon met him. What does that mean? Because when you read it carefully, he actually meets him 2 times. Didn't get that one, did you? Not paying attention. Y'all studying this stuff. I keep talking about this over and over again. Okay. So let's look at this. Watch here, right? This is the key. I got actually 2 keys, 2 particular ones. So immediately meets him. Okay, this should be down here. Okay. Here we go again. It should be down here with NOI, the sun. And he's talking about he lived amongst the tombs. He was, and no one's able to buy him anymore. He's not in the fields anymore. Right? Now, he was a chain, so he's not in his fields anymore, right? Because he had often been bound with shackles and chains. That means rules and arcos. Chains has been torn apart from him, and shackles were pieces. We're in the industrial age, right? And no one's strong enough to subdue him. Right? He has power. He doesn't know it. Because he usually against himself. Constantly day and night he was screaming among the tombs and the mountains and cutting himself with stones. So he had, but he was using against himself. It was misdirected. Energy mismanagement. That's how people probably don't know how to manage their energy. They have energy now, just they don't know how to manage it. Okay? So here it is. So he's hurting himself. He has energy. No control. But he's doing it to himself. That means master still has control over him. Check the sound here. You know, really clearly, he actually meets it 2 times. Okay? This is what it says. This means first. Well, let me just do it, brown scissors. Let me just do it. Just make sure. When I come back and say, hey man, you got me in a strange place there. Oh, here. Nope. Okay. Right there. Okay. Let me see the next one, make sure. Okay, it's good. Okay. So that's what it says. Met him immediately. So that means that's when he comes to NOI. Okay, let's move on. And while it happens, right, during the war, American British thrown out the Middle East. They don't say that part, but we'll see that's covered, right? But he's there when that happens. And NOI. Then the 4 winds blow. See? That's when the resurrection takes place. He goes up. And he's come up. That's the resurrection. See, you have to switch over to the other side of the key. This is part of the key. That's what it's telling you. Because, right? It says, I don't know if I got it written down there. No, I didn't. It says at that point, I should have done that. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. It says, I should have done that. It says that when he saw him from afar, right, he ran and bowed down before him. That's where he bowed down, because at this point, right, he had bowed out his feet, so he's at that point, right there. That's when the resurrection takes place, right there. But it takes place in America. That's why you have to go to the next key, but you can't. The angel key, the first key, if it doesn't show that part, you have to use this one, because if you go that part, the rest of it doesn't make any sense. That's why you need this part. So you study it, and you knows about this. This is another part of the key, another structure of the key. So now, because they resurrected here in America. Okay. Then once that happens, immediately that legion kicks in. Because now they're all together. What are you doing? I should probably put the text up there anyway. But those, you can go look it up. What do you know? See, believe me. So he's talking, so they're all together now. That's what it means. It's two places. First, he meets immediately. Comes in a while. Then the resurrection takes place. Right? All come together. And it has to come together in America. So right here, when America's in this situation right here, Armageddon. What took place? Here's our brother cast down. America's in Armageddon. Right. Let's move on. And then that's when the demons out. Right? Yeah, the demons thrown out now. 3,000. The demons thrown out. The legion says, "Hey man, let me go throw them among the swine." They thrown out. So now, then what happens? The Master Muhammad takes the elect and the lamb, they leave. Leaving NOI back here. Go tribulation in America. See, that's how you put these keys together. That's why you need that second key. Because otherwise you can't explain it going back just to the first key. Because the first key, they would have them with the Sunni. Well, how is that tribulation in America? They're up there, we're in America. But then you see, now they're at war with America. See the great army, unless they bring all the rest of the people together. They're still in America, and there's a conflict between them and America right here while the Armageddon is going on. That's why you need, I said, all these keys. There's two particular keys that go, and those have been, somebody just made up. I've been telling you this key all the time. Now you see a one particular use of it. There's other uses too, showing who the 24 elders are and that kind of stuff. You see here? You see, Muhammad takes elect and just lay them out. And they're here in America. America's at war in Armageddon. Move on. And demons. Remember, if you look at Samson says that's where demons will be. They say this would be Samson right here. He's positioned between this tower and this tower in American Britain. And brings both of them down. So that's where they would be. Right there. That cross-reference, I said, should I just cross-reference Samson in there? Verify what I just saying, and then boom, they crushed. Death. Who crushes? I told you, death would be China, India. They would be the one that would crush. They would crush Magog on the way to come in to take out Gog. There it is, right there. At the same time, the demons will be crushed. It's right there. And then you know why it's taken out. After the tribulation, after they crushed the demons, they took out Magog. That's when, you know why? They reached the West Coast and they're gone. Your analysis. Okay, is there anything I'm going to talk about here? I think I said brothers and sisters. Is there anything else I want? Anything else here? Agriculture age? No, that's so well, no. Let's take my notes here, make sure I think I'm going to leave it there, brothers and sisters. Okay, it's that late already, man. Okay, that'll be it. That cover my main points. Okay. And again, right? I'm gonna tell you about this. It says that Europe and America beat in conflict with each other, and now you see it. It's getting worse all the time. Like I said, you saw Levinsky, whatever his name is, the little mouse. He wasn't afraid of the wolf. They never seen anything like this before. And with Trump too, he's a big tough man. He's the Hulk. He talked to Hulk like he was like a bunny rabbit. They threw him out the White House. He wasn't afraid of Trump. That should tell you something right there. They said the Europeans put him up to it. It says, I come to send fire on the earth. With fear. Now I wish it was already kindled. That's that conflict he had between him and Master Muhammad. What you waiting for? To be baptized with, and I'm straight to his comment. Means he's going through a transition. See? That's baptism. He's going to finish the transition. Let all this go. You don't have no more than you absolutely need. You don't own anything. Complete that transition. Suppose that come to give peace on earth. No, during this time, he be straightened. That means nothing going right for him. In the wintertime, all the winter stuff is failing. Because he's giving up the winter. He's letting it go. He ain't holding on to it. That means he transitioned. Everything's disappearing. And that literally is happening. I mean, people that, all of a sudden, people don't talk to me that wasn't talking before, and my clients disappeared all of a sudden. Right? I had the clients that had a little business, we got to eat, still got to eat over here. I can't go on based on Angel, this stuff was supposed to happen back in December. I can't fast that long. I've got all kinds of issues, bro, so you have no idea about. But the good issues, I don't like them, but the good issues because, hey, I'm letting go of this winter. I'm in free fall. Right? But there's a nice, big, comfortable air mattress. Nice, warmed up and everything, flowers, roses, I'm going to land on. Right now I'm in free fall. Letting go this world's dream. Letting it all go. Everything. People that used to talk, don't talk to us no more. Shut us off. Okay, I expect all that. Because they're part of this world's life. It says, and that so it says we straighten. Baptize him, he say he like it. He know what it's about. He says the baptism. He said it was a chastisement. Be baptized with me. How I'm straight. I'm straight, man. Everything, nothing's going right. Suppose you think I've come to get peace on earth? And I tell you, nay, but rather division. From henceforth there should be 5 in one house, divided 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. Why they say that? Because they want you to understand about the Armageddon. The father should be divided against the son against the father, the mother against the daughter against the mother, mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law. And right now, you see all this stuff going on right now. All of a sudden, these Negro busts out there, they protesting, they organizing. Trump. It's going to get filed in a minute. Trump is doing this. Trump stopped DEI. Trump is going to hate black people. That's these demons. You got me, Mr. Dead Man. He ain't dead yet. Oh, then there was flux over there. What are you going to do? Because see, when Elijah left, he had some intelligent people surround himself with idiots. And so now they've totally relied on his image. They can't find an image, right, that can hold this thing together, so they keep on. Because look, this clown's son, Mustafa Farrakhan, brother, he's worth $5 million. He's supposed to Supreme Cabinet, $5 million. What the hell he did to get $5 million? Whose ass did he kiss through that? He got tongue somebody's ass for $5 million. The boy's an idiot. He's stupid. But why did he deserve $5 million? All ripping off the nation over there, ripping off the sisters, pimping them out, having to do fundraising, carrying on. Like father, like son. His grandfather raped his mama, his grandmama. So that Farrakhan raping the Nation of Islam. Man, he got Mustafa. Who's he raping? Because he's sure he's not intellectual, so he ain't getting the money based on his intelligence. $5 million, Google it. How is he worth $5 million? They're all devils over there. Farrakhan's a devil, his father's a devil. That's why he don't want to call devils anymore. He wants his grandchildren calling their grandfather a devil. And Ishmael got the same problem. His mother is a devil. All compromised. Oh, we're devil, our friends now. It because of color. It because of skin color. We love father figure. Okay, hold on to that. Hold on to that. Look at him. Me? Me? Yeah, it's you. You the one. See? Master Muhammad raised Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad said, I need a helper. Master, it's in scripture. You don't need no helper. You don't need that fool. Oh, I'm going to help it. Oh, man. You got angry with him. So, okay, well, you sis, you got him. Somebody robbed the nation. See? Make the NY laugh and stock for the world. You know? And now the thing is, at some point in time, the devils don't need him anymore. He's incapacitated. What they're going to do is they're going to make the, what they call it, Deathstroke. Because they're going to out him. He was working for him all the time. That'll be a Deathstroke. Because what they're going to make the Nation of Islam look like when they found that this clown was working for the devils all the time. Because that's the whole plan, to keep the nation divided and confused. It says they're going to make the nation a left stock for the whole world. Wouldn't that make the Nation of Islam a left stock for the whole world? If they out and say he was an agent, worked for him all the time? Oh, look at them fools, man. They were going Farrakhan. He was using them. He was working. Oh, people be cracking up at them clowns. Cracking up over them. That would cause total confusion. That'd be solid end of the Nation of Islam. Key end. That'd be the death stroke. You understand, brothers? No. We see how that happens, but they don't need him anymore, so they get out of him. You can't do anything for him anymore. And that's what devils do. They don't need you no more. They stick it to you, boy. They don't need you no more. They don't need him anymore. There's no reason to him anymore. Deathstroke. That would finish the Nation of Islam. At least that's in their mind. They reveal who he really is. He's been working him all the time. Because they love Farrakhan's the man. What they going? What Ishmael going to say that? You see, what are they going to say there if they do that? He's talking to God. God's talking to him. He's the man. He's the army leader. He's almost. And Mr. Farrakhan, he's talking to God directly. Then the island. Ooh, what a death stroke. Yeah. You wait till these people get their mind. They got the anger. The nature's coming back. Enough energy to invigorate their nature. They're starting to feel themselves. But wait till they get direction. Oh, God damn. Oh. I don't have to touch you, Ishmael. I'll touch you, Jeffrey. You can wish I did touch you. Because they will get you before I do. They look like they're going to be happy with your bullshit. They're going to be happy with all that bull lies you would tell them. You think they'll be happy with that? The panic and everything they have to go through? The loss of family and members and everything else because of your bullshit? They look like they're going to be happy about that? Like son. They tell you, look up Farrakhan. It says his father made a personal clock. Look at personal clock, it's a devil. You know, light-skinned Jamaican. In fact, I look more like him now. I am. In biology, if you took biology, if you could spell it, you start out as a seed from your daddy, and nothing in your egg changes that. It may change, right, the quality, strong or weak, dark or light, but you're not going to change your nature. If you're apple seed, you'll remain an apple seed, never change the orange seed. That means your father, the devil, so are you. And that father, like son, he raped his mama, he was this clown, now he raping in the eye. How did you fall for this? How did you fall for him, Levites? How'd you do that? In an instant. It was easy. He just showed up, dropped his drawers, and he showed your head, dropped his ass just like that. Bam, bam. Oh, look all this honey up here. Yeah, he just dropped his drawers and you had your head up his ass so fast. You Levites, boy, ooh. Okay. I'm gonna let it go here, brothers and sisters. So maybe I'll go ahead and let this run. Maybe I won't. I'm just gonna let it go here. Hey, brothers and sisters, I hope you understand. Understand. Assalamu alaikum.